never saw on television would do and say things to Tom that they would never do or say anywhere else. He was an absolutely riveting presence on television. Nobody liked Tom Snyder. My first interview on television back in 1993, right after getting this job, was with Tom Snyder. At the time, I was very green, didn't really know how to present myself on television, and I went on his program. A lot of people were very skeptical, and he was fantastic to me. He was very generous. He was a true gentleman. We have lost someone really unique, and tonight my thoughts go out to his family. I wanted to say that. So, Tom Snyder is very much missed. Just changing the topics here, we should talk about some stuff that's been going on in the news. You know, I mentioned some things over there. I did not mention this story. It's kind of a silly story. Many of you probably have already heard this, but the very popular R&B singer Usher, this was all over the news today. This is the world we live in now. This is the top story in the news, trying to find out what's going on in Iraq, trying to find out what's going on in Afghanistan. No, it's all about Usher today. Of course, I went to Usher.com to find out what's going on in Iraq, which is probably a mistake. I share some of the blame. I went on E! News to find out what's happening in Afghanistan. My fault, probably. But anyway, R&B singer Usher just broke off his engagement to his longtime girlfriend, who also happens to be pregnant with his child. Now, I don't know about you folks, but I find that pretty shocking, all right? I do, right? I mean, what kind of jerk gets a woman pregnant, leads her to believe he's going to marry her, and then just bails out at the last second? I mean, he'd have to be incredibly selfish, the kind of guy who takes what he wants, never gives a thought to the emotional wreckage he's left in his sleazy, pathetic wake. Now, I'm sure there are even some lowlifes out there who make Usher seem downright noble by comparison. Drooling, middle-aged horn dogs who actually go through the charade of getting married, but still run around knocking up any gullible 17-year-old runaway they pick up on the interstate. And the reason you never hear about a lot of these creeps is that, unlike Usher, they aren't technically considered celebrities. But celebrities or not, this scum deserve to be exposed for what they are: unscrupulous, hedonistic dirtbags. Now, folks, if you're as outraged as I am by this kind of behavior, please write to the following email address: non-famous paternity-dodging sleazeball at NBC.com. How are you, pal?
I'm good.
You know, we're going to do something fun tonight. It's first day back. You know, we had a couple of days off last week, and I want to get things rolling here. So I thought we'd do a little piece we hear on the show called If They Made It. Here's how it works, in case you're not familiar. We have this amazing machine here at the show that can take celebrity couples, celebrities that have been seen canoodling, celebrities that have hooked up, that may possibly be romantically involved. And this machine will tell us what would happen if they had a child, what would it look like. And it's never failed to be true. We've used this machine for years, and then sometimes later on these celebrities have children, and we compare our photo of their actual child dead on, exactly the same, which is, yeah, so that we can't be sued, because it's just true. Not that someone would want to sue us. But don't sue us. Anyway, so we thought we'd use the machine tonight. For example, this is all the talk in Hollywood. Jessica Simpson apparently is going out with Jake Gyllenhaal. Have you heard about these two? Yeah. You haven't? Well, I'm glad I'm here. Too busy getting trashed at Camp David. Jessica Simpson, Jake Gyllenhaal, two very good-looking people. I would expect a good-looking child. Let's take a look right now. What would happen if they had a kid? What would it look like? I'm just curious. And it's the Swedish Steven Tyler, I think, from the house. Apparently, John Mayer's going out with Penelope Cruz. Yeah. There he is after a explosion at the hair gel factory. What happened there? He was attacked by hair dryers. John Mayer, and Penelope Cruz. For my money, one of the most beautiful women in the world. So I'm just curious to see what would happen to these two attractive people hook up. What's this baby going to look like? It's right now, you! Lord. It's Ratso Rizzo. Wow. Okay. What else is going on? Big celebrity couple, Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. That's the talk. That's the talk. Vince Vaughn. There's a guy that enjoys life. Reese Witherspoon. My hat's off to him. God bless him. If he died tomorrow, he'd be happy. Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon. Let's find out what would happen if these two had a child. I must find out. Let's see it right now. Let's go. And oh! Lord. Seems happy, but a lot of anxiety. And a mullet. Well, Paris Hilton's always going out with someone new. Now Paris Hilton's apparently going out with Jared Leto. Paris Hilton, Jared Leto, who now is, I believe, an illusionist in Las Vegas. Look at him. Paris Hilton and Jared Leto. I just enjoy his before photo. I could look at Jared Leto all day. There he is. Paris Hilton, Jared Leto. Let's find out what would happen if these two celebrities had a child. Let's find out right now. And oh! It's the perfect woman or man for me. His name is Chad. Maine, 1976. All right. Pamela Anderson and David Spade. Explain this to me. Someone explain this to me. I know David a long time, and we're good pals. We're not good pals. But now I'm mad. What are you talking about? Pam Anderson and David Spade, these two are now enjoying each other's company. Let's find out what would happen if they had a child, which I'm sure they will. Let's find out right now. Go. Oh! There's a little Jimmy Carter in that child. Hi, y'all. Nicole Richie's going out with the guy from Good Charlotte, Joel Madden, and they're pregnant. Which I hate it when they say they're pregnant. She's actually pregnant. Nicole Richie, Joel Madden from Good Charlotte, going to have a child. So let's see what this child will look like. Let's find out right now. Go ahead. Oh. Now that's a David Spade. That's David Spade seeing us making fun of him on the show. Getting mad. Finally, here's a really weird one. Okay? Follow me on this. Like, those weren't weird, but those were real couples going out. But follow me on this. What if the characters from two of this summer's blockbuster science fiction movies could somehow hook up? Huh? Okay, what if the Transformer Optimus Prime, a constantly changing shapeshifter, and Lord Voldemort, the noseless creature who preys on children, had a baby? Let's find out right now. I'm just curious. Oh. All right, everybody, here's what we're going to do. By our standards, a fantastic show this evening, so stick around. When we come back, John Leguizamo will be here.